Welcome. This is Table Talk with Rita, Felleh, Arah, CEO and founders of Daughters of Sierra Leone. Today we're going to be talking about it's a big topic anyway. So before I do that, introduce the topic, I want to say a big congratulations to Governor-elect Right Honorable Sheriff Obowuri of Delta State. And I want to thank the First Lady for being so supportive on these elections. And for all my Delta family, I want to say thank you for supporting our own. And he's not going to disappoint us. He's going to do what he say he will do, and he's a man of his words. So I just want to say a big congratulations to the Obowuri family of Delta State. So before we go into this program, for those of you that are celebrating your birthday, today I want to wish you guys a happy birthday. Bulldozer, I want to wish you happy birthday. And if you're celebrating wedding anniversary, I want to wish you a happy wedding anniversary. Whatever you're thanking God for, I want to help you thank God for that as well. So the topic today is staying friends in spite of our differences. So today I have my guest here with me. I will call on Samuel to introduce himself. Samuel.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Happy New Month. It's the first day in the month of April. Yeah. I'm excited. How are you? Happy New Month. Happy Sunday. It's a great day. I am Samuel Omotosho, and I am glad to be here. I work with BOSL, and I'm an HR professional with Advanced Nigeria. I believe tonight is going to be amazing. I can't wait. Thank you.
Thank you, Samuel. Thank you, and I'm glad to have you here with me today. I have my other guest, Joe. I will have for you to introduce yourself, please, Joe.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Good morning, or depending on your location. My name is Joseph Ogaranduku from Nigeria, and I'm so excited to be here this morning, on this afternoon, rather, or this evening, wherever you are located. And it's going to be an exciting time. I just want to sit back and enjoy the discussion, even as we go through it bit by bit. Thank you very much, Mama, for the privilege. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe, and thank you for coming today. While we're still waiting, we still have two more guests that has to join us, but we are still going to go right onto the program. So I want to wish you happy Sunday. So I will go with Joe. Joe, what's your own understanding about, despite our differences in any relationship, friendship to be precise, what do you think that we should do in situations like that? Despite our differences, we can still have a relationship.
Okay, thank you very much, Mama. I want to first of all establish that even though we came from different fathers, there stands to be differences, because the truth of the matter, two people cannot think the same way. So as far we can't think the same way, we can't act the same way, then there should be differences. My opinion might be totally different from other people's opinion about things, but we should find a middle ground to come to an agreement, that to work together, because the truth of the matter is, if we're saying that we want to live a life without differences, it means that we are lying, we are deceiving ourselves. But there should be a place where we come to an agreement to say, okay, this is what we think that it should be the conclusion of whatsoever we are doing. So that is what I think. So that is what I have to say for now concerning standing standing between differences. That's what I have to say for now, Mama.
Okay, thank you, Joe. Thank you. For those of you that are watching, you are watching Table Talk with Rita, Felleh, Arah, CEO and founders of Daughters of Sierra Leone. So if you want to be part of this conversation, please feel free to send your message, and we are going to be able to read them. And if you want to be part of this program, you can send a message as well. The links will be shared with you. You can be part of this program. So thank you, Joe, for your contribution. So let's have this conversation. So Samuel, I will go over to you. What do you think? What's your own take on this?
Yeah, thank you so much, CEO. It's a very amazing topic, I must say, because friendship is something that is peculiar to everyone's life. At every point in time, we make friends. There are some of us that still have our childhood friends stick together up to this moment. Last year, December, a friend of mine, and we went to the same secondary school together, the same high school together, got married, and funnily enough, all of us grown men were at a point in time a classmate or a classmate somewhere. You know, we just realized that some of us are secondary school friends, while some were primary school. You know, this guy is so amazing that he had to bring all of his old friends together, and it was an amazing time because we were cracking jokes of when we were younger. Many of us, most of us were married actually. You know, it was an amazing moment. But one thing I will first establish is that so many people don't really understand what friendship really means. And when the purpose of a thing is not known, definitely abuse is inevitable. We need to understand what friendship really means before we can say we want to stay together, even in spite of our differences. You know, I've seen situations whereby an employee got an offer and joined the company, and because of the fact that you just joined the company, every of your colleagues become your friend. No, that's why we have different words to explain different scenarios, situations, and relationships. A colleague is different from a friend. A classmate, schoolmate is different from a friend. All right. So, what is friendship? For you to call someone a friend, there must be a deep connection of affection, deep connection of vision, bond there. You can trust. I may have a colleague that I don't trust, but if I call someone my friend, there is a level of trust that I have about that person. Okay, my friend, I should be able to say my friend can do this, my friend cannot do this. Although most times, let me say sometimes, it's not always the case. But at the same time, one of the things that help friendship or that establish friendship is the trust. So having understood that, then we need to understand that nobody will be like me. I am Samuel. There is no Samuel like me anywhere in the world. It's not pride. There is no one like me. There is no one like me. That person may look like me, we may resemble, he may talk like me, walk like me, probably act the way I do, but I tell you quite all right, I'm pretty sure that person is not exactly like me. So the moment we establish that, we know peace. It is peaceful to know that, like Mr. Joe has said, that two people cannot reason the same way. And it's also applicable for friendship. And let me close with this because I know we still have other people that will contribute. Despite of friendship, despite that make friendship lovely is our differences. Because if my friend is like me, that means my naughty part is also his naughty part, right? There is no spice about it. Me, I'm not an outgoing person. I stay indoor a lot. I may be in the house for 1 week, cannot step out if need be. Imagine if everyone in the world is like that. This place would be a boring place, man. Do you understand? It will be so boring if everybody is just like me. But you know, sometimes as much as I like being indoor, work on the system, read books, watch movie alone or probably with my family. I see appreciate when I see friends that like to go out. At least one is a wife. Go to the beach, catch some phone, watch football, shout, scream at each other. You understand? All of those things also help. But I appreciate it when they do it. But is that me? Is that my person? No. If you wait for someone like me to start that kind of conversation, you may be wrong. But when people start it, I can be a part of it, and you understand. So our differences is the spice of friendship. So it's high time we begin to realize that there is nobody like you. You don't expect everyone to be like you, even your friends. So thank you. Let's get it rolling.
Thank you, Samuel. Like you mentioned, you talk about workplace, and you talked about different setting whereby people always feel like, okay, because of we are working together, that means we're friends, or maybe we are going to the same church, or we are going to the same mosque. That doesn't mean we are friends. So we need to highlight what a friend is and what a church member is, or what is a workmate's relationship is, because or your in-laws relationship, because sometimes you might get married to a family, and for some reason people think, okay, I have to be friends with you. I'm married to this family, it doesn't mean I have to be friends with you. We are friends. You understand? We can be cordial when we see, we can greet, we can talk. It doesn't mean we have to be friends. So people need to get that. And now I see what's going on now. People that are even friends, for little things, we come on social media because that's the easiest way, and we start washing our dirty linen out there. So we have situations like this that have been going on, and next minute you guys talked about it. So for me, what I think is we might have we always gonna be a difference, even with family members. We will disagree to agree. I might say something that it doesn't go well with you, but that's my own opinion, and that's what I think it's right, right? All you have to say that, you know what, that's your opinion, and I respect your opinion. But as Africans, I feel like everyone has this entitlement, and we felt like everything we say, it has to be correct. I am the smarter one, and I know this. And sometimes we tend to bully people, especially like friends. Let's say now, if I have a friend and a friend did something to me, and I see, okay, the best way for me to do it now, social media is out there. Every little opportunity, we just bring it out and to social media because we want attention. We have all these online in-laws. But back then, when our friends did something wrong, what we do is we let you know how we felt, and we squash it. We talked about it when we moved on. But now it's a different ball game. Everybody's looking for validation. Everybody wants to be right, but we all cannot be right. So despite our differences, I try to have a cordial relationship. And even if I'm not friends with you anymore, we can say hello, how are you, if we see. So this is where people are mixing things up. It doesn't mean if you're saying hi to me, that means you're my friends. I have people in my own inner cackles that I say, these people are my friend, these people are my ride or die. And you don't have much of those people. If you have one or two, there's so many people that I went to school with. There's so many people that have been part of my life. There's so many people that have seen me grow, and they have seen me fall. They've seen me cry. But these people, are they my friends? So these are questions that we need to ask ourselves. So it doesn't mean that someone is being nice to you that they are your friends. So we miss I don't know what should I say. We're missing that point that everybody is your friend. Everybody cannot be your friend. So I'm gonna hand it off to Joe. Joe, do you have anything to add to what we just talked about?
Okay, Mama, thank you very much. I want to chip in this. First of all, anybody that comes to your life, they are there for a particular assignment. And the truth of the matter is, some people, they are there for a particular thing, a particular phase of your life to achieve something, and they are off. Why some? We have short-term friends, we have long-term friends. People that are just there to just grab, or they are there to get something from you and they are off. But there are some that God has bring to your life that they stays for long. They see you through thick and thin. Those are people that are truly called friend. Like Mr. Samuel said, there are some people that they knows you. A friend is not just somebody you just pick from the street. It's somebody that actually knows some things about you. A friend is somebody that actually can say this is what Mr. Samuel can do, this is what Mr. A and B can do, and I know this is what he cannot do. So that is a friend. But you cannot actually call everybody your friend. Everybody cannot be your friend. For example, Facebook, you can find out that some people say they have 5,000 friends on Facebook, but actually those are not friends. In total, those are not friends. They are just people that are following you online, and listen. Just out of the 5,000, you may just have people that have close relationship with you. They may just be like 100 or even 50. So that is friends are people that stick with you through trying times, through your down times, through your up times. They are there. So that is friendship. That is what I have to say, Mama.
Thank you, Joe, for highlighting those points. So, if you're watching Table Talk with Rita, Felleh, Harassi, and founders of Daughters of Sierra Leone. So, Joe, that was a good thing. You highlight some points. You talk about friendship, you talk about followership, and you're totally right. So sometimes now what I see is everybody comes to social media and say that, oh, I have how many thousand followers, these are my friends. If those people are your friends, they will support, like whatever thing you do, they will comment, they will share your posts, they will do that. So these people are not actually your friends, because anytime you post, nobody comments, nobody wants to say, because they want to see you in that same position. We have some friends, like Joe talked about, some friends, these are people that really know you. You have ride or die friends that knows things about you. You call them 2 a.m. in the morning, they are there to pick up your call. Whatever you are going through at that moment, they are there with you. So for my own personal experience, I could say I have 4 people like that in my life, that anytime you call them, they will answer your call, right? But do I know so many people? I know thousands of people, right? So, but it tells you, like, okay, these are your friends. But sometimes we need that validation. We felt like, oh, we need to have the whole world as a friend, like you talk about the Facebook, you mentioned that. So that's where I'm bringing that in, that we have all those people. What are these people? What are you benefiting out of this relationship? Is this relationship healthy? So sometimes we need to be away from certain people. It's better for you to just meet and, like, you just say hello when you guys see at parties, or when you guys see somewhere, hello, how are you? You guys just greet. But sometimes some friends, you keep them from a far distance. So Samuel, I will hand it over to you, Samuel.
And it's really getting interesting, honestly. Let me say, before I conclude my thoughts, a thought is cooking in my mind right now. Before I conclude that thought, I will ask a question, and I will want even our viewers to also react to the question and share something about it. But before that, I need to establish something, that some people having a large friend, let me say, large circle of friends works for them. You can have, like, you see people saying they have 10 friends, 20 friends, like, hey, 20 friends. Since I got mature, I can say I got mature, I can tell the number of friends, the number of people I can call friends. Like this, my friend, and in fact, sometimes I call him brother, that I told you got married last edition. I even told you, Mama, about the wedding.
Yes.
This guy, we finished secondary school together. We just started. He was the first person, like, from my school, I would say, that we had that so deep connection. It came to my house, like a friend. My classmates came to my house, met with my parents. I was like, really? So I went to his house. It started like that. By the time I gained admission, he was my first friend to check me on campus. Came to my hostel. He told me, Sam, I'm leaving Nigeria. I said, what? Like, yeah, yes, I want to leave Nigeria. I want to travel. He went to South Africa. Well, I didn't even take the friendship that serious. I'm the kind of person that take my time very well before doing things sometimes. When he got on board, before the plane, Sam moved in, he just called me, Sam, now I'm at the airport. We're on board. Like, I will leave very soon. I was like, you really need to do all of this? Do you understand? I think when he got to where he was going, when he was leaving the country to another country, till he got to the US, he was always carrying him along. And then I realized that no, there is a level of trust this guy had in me. There is a level of connection. I don't know why he loved me so much. At first, he showed that love. But with time, I had to respond like, no, this is my friend. This is my guy. When we talk deep things. Not those guys that it's only when they want to go and club or when they want to go and eat or go to party at the meet. When it comes to the country, we sit down to discuss life matters. And I say, wow, this is really my friend. We've been together for more than a decade. We've been friends for over 15 years. You get what I mean? I can count a few that I can call my friends. Do you
Yeah.
understand? But the fact that we talk, we are colleagues. I have colleagues that transit from being from being a colleague to being a friend. So it is relationship over time. So what I'm trying to establish is that
Like
friendship is not something that happens on impulse.
Mm-hmm.
You can't meet me today and say, hey, my friend, from where? Abba now, from where? You know me from Madam. Or have you been friends in the spirit?
Samuel.
By now, by
Samuel,
now, spirit.
Samuel, like I always tell people in life that we have a cordial relationship. I'm saying hi to you or you're saying hi to me. It
Okay.
doesn't mean we're friends. And
Yeah.
it's so funny for me personally. Like people think that like I know so many people, but on my regular day-to-day life, on my regular day-to-day life, my circle is very, very small. When I mean small, like people that I talk to on a regular basis, it's not more than 3 or 4 people. Like talk to on a regular basis, right? So, but for people that don't know me, they feel like okay, you have this so much friends, but no. My best friend is my other half that I see every day. We work every day, you understand? So, but for some people that don't understand, like when someone was sharing a story when he was in school, I have a friend, she's in Holland now. We went to school together, and I remember like when we were in school, like we'll go to her house. She comes to my house too. If my house was like way, she was living around that Ashenshen town. Like for those of you that are that knows thing, then the mom was selling food in stadium. So I would go there. We were so close, right? But then I moved to the US, and she got married to a high school sweetheart. They're still married. So think about it. Then they've been married for over 20 something years, right? So now when she's married, she's living in Europe and I'm in the US here. So like sometimes you people grow apart because like that bond you guys share like from childhood, then she's married and then I'm married as well. I have my own kids. So that distance, you see what I'm saying, Sam? So then you've not seen someone for maybe 18 years, right? So you only remember things like, oh, this person, like I remember when we used to do those things. So sometimes the relationship might not clique as you guys used to be as a child, right? So I've seen people ask this question. They said, "Oh, well, we used to be friends when we were younger, but then as growing up as an adult, you guys have different values, right? You people have different mindsets. Like what you want, that's not what she wants. What she wants, that's not what you."
Mm-hmm.
So in that case,
Mm-hmm.
that could put a strength, like a strain in the relationship, whereby
Mm-hmm.
you guys are not communicating as much, right? Distance, or probably belief, or probably how you parents, or how different reason, right? I have another friend that we grew up, we were very, very close. And then for some reason, sometimes you have some friends that betray friends. Okay,
Mm.
you have friends that you tell them, because you will not expect for your best friend to actually, this person is like a sister. Like we talk about, sometimes some friends, I have friends that we've been friends for over 20 years. I don't call them my friends, I call them my brother, I call them my sister, because these people, like, they have passed that test. They have been in your life for all those years, right? So we have
Yeah,
friends that
true.
further. Like now, I could call Mr. Minister Joe now, and I said, okay, Samuel is my friend, and I'm talking bad things about Minister Joe. You have betrayed that friendship. You should not call that person a friend. A friend, if you pick up the phone for the four people, four great women that I have in my life, right? That I call my friend. If you call them right now and tell them that this is what um Rita said or Felleh said, you know what they will tell you? They will tell you, shut up, get off my phone. That's what a friend should do, right? They don't judge me behind my back, whatever. Even if I'm wrong, they will pull me at the side and tell me that, sis, you know what? That thing you do, that was effed up. But like, they will just tell me that it was wrong. You should have not done it, but there's no way I'm going to leave you under the bus. That's a real friend. But some friends, they look for opportunity for them to like come at you. They've been feeling a certain way. Maybe you getting all the attention. We've seen so many friends, and for now, this generation is worse because everything is on social media. We've seen friends dragging friends to social media because you have a huge fan follower. People listen to you. You come on social media and bully other people. So we've seen all kind of friends. So I tell people, whatever position you find yourself today, you didn't put yourself there. God put you in that position. So for someone that doesn't have a voice, or let's say because no one knows that person as much as they know you, it doesn't mean we should bully people, because that's what I'm seeing now that is happening. You're friends with this person, next minute you're not friends with this person. All you want to say about this person, all you can talk about is bad and bad and bad stuff. So Joe, I will leave it up to you. What do you have to say? I'm missing my other guest. Okay, Samuel, I'm missing Madam Aminata. I'm missing you, and I'm missing Abdullah as well. So, but Samuel, I will hand it over to you. What do you have to say? Let's just have this conversation.
Another fantastic thing that I want to say is that sometimes people don't undo. Okay, let me say some people expect too much from their friends. Let me start with this question: How do we handle a situation whereby your best friend, okay, you are not the best friend to your best friend? I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. You claim someone is your best friend, and because he's your best friend, in your mind, you assume that you are also the best friend of that your best friend. But eventually you're not. That breeds us, and it has really affected a lot of amazing friendships. Look, this I have to say. I know Mama will say something about that. See, when you have a friend, choose your friend based on your values and what you believe in. It is not a must that that person sees you as is your friend. And listen to this. Don't expect too much from your friend because I realize that this breeds heartbreak a lot. When you expect too much, if the person doesn't meet up to your expectation, then you feel bad about it. You feel your friend is not really your friend, is not doing what you expect. But when you keep it low, your friends have other friends. You may not be the best friend of your best friend. Accept it and don't expect too much. I learned this from my roommate while I was in the higher institution. In fact, that one, I can't just say he's my friend, he's my brother. Oladejo Peter, I don't know, you may be listening to this, maybe watching this. He's my bro. Peter told me that he said, Samuel, you know what? I have noticed you have one particular issue. I said, what's that? He said, you place too much expectation on people. And you know what? I am this person that, I carry people along. I like to be there for people. I don't like it when people suffer around me. So in my mind, everybody should think like that. Everybody should live your life like that. I picked that from my parents. So I just like to be there for people, in fact, something that does not concern me, I'll be telling you we are going through this together, I'll make sure I stand by you, we go through it together, you understand? So there were times that maybe some things happened and I expect the same thing in return. Probably I don't get it in return, I feel bad. And he called me that fateful day, I can't forget. He said, Sam, I realized that you expect too much from people, from your friends, from people that you care for. Just do whatever you believe is right and forget about it. So I am trying to paraphrase and rephrase it to everyone watching, everyone listening. Please, for the good of yourself, know this and know peace. Never expect too much from anyone, not even your friend alone now, from anyone because things happen. In fact, the person may have it in mind to actually be there for you and may not just be there. Not because he didn't have it in mind to be there for you, but because something happened that it's beyond him. But if that expectation has been there, I tell you, you'll be hurt, you'll be disappointed. In fact, when the person is expecting to be there for you, you would not listen because there is something you have kept there in your mind. So it is very important, please, your best friend may have another best friend. Your friend may have another friend that is more special to him or her than you are. Accept it. It happens. And it's not something bad. The world is never going to come to an end because of that. You are not the first that will experience that. If you check your heart well, really, there are some people that also see you as their own best friend, but in the real sense, they are not your own best friend. Do you get? So I have noticed that. Sorry, I don't like to be gender biased, but it happens a lot among women. It happens a lot among women. Like I was there when he was getting married. I was there. I was a chief bridesmaid. I was everywhere. I was doing this for her, and it's now my time. He said his husband. Didn't that guy know that I was a chief bridesmaid in their own wedding? And this time around is my turn. He's not doing that in return. I have listened to several stories that women they will go for functions, ceremonies of their friends. Just that when it's their time, their friend also can appear in their own. If I'm that friend, you may be disappointed because basically I don't live my life that way. If I come to your function, in fact, I may do my own, I may not make it elaborate as yours. So it is something that we still need to understand that it happens and we need to accept it. Do you understand? The fact that you were there for your friend doesn't mean he will be there for you. The fact that he supported you during your project doesn't mean
It's so funny.
You're saying something, Mama.
It's so funny that Now friendship is based on, like, it's a price tag. I call it a price tag. You know, you do for me, I will do for you. You know, now
I
we
do
don't
for you.
really have like genuinely friendship. You know, some people come into your life to know what's going on in your personal life. And
Hmm.
when they get to know what's happening, these are the people that we go. That's why I tell people, you don't need to have it. Like, if you can keep a whole lot of friends, but I think that's another job on his own. You know, that's another job. You will see sometimes some people, like, they will say, oh, I used to know her when she was nobody. Like, now, she's acting a big babe. Levels change now.
Of course.
I've known that you're a bad person from the onset. If, like, my life is going in a different direction, I decide not to include you in my new life or my new journey or my new dreams. That means you're a bad person, you know? Because we have people like that. If stuff is going on for you, okay, so my Sierra Leone people, if you get paddy, where you don't get this paddy also. This party also na enemy of progress. You know, one for see you better before that all the time go. They talk, say, look at that career today. Now so it turn, now so it this, now so it that. Some party then just want for see you no more, now for go beg to them, for go lend to them, for they know they show you the way. So if you don't know the way, you don't find the way by yourself, you decide say such people them and need for cut them off. Cut them off, because some people then are monitoring spirits. So these are the people that they go around, they will say, oh, look, I've been sabi away, not be nobody. Now we don't be somebody, now they act like a big man or a big woman, because we don't get that local commercial bank, or they don't they work down, so. Now they make proud. Make proud, you deserve it. Some people need to be cut off, period. If person where you did, where you not get nothing, it talk about you, it congosa you, it go and tell people that they call this one, call Saleh, call Mabinti, call this one, they congosa you. Paddy not for congosa nobody. Waiting paddy for do now for support you in your lowest time in life. Give you that support. Not talk about you, not say, look at how this person they make so. What he feel of himself? Not paddy not for say that. Anybody will say that I like where party would a friend. You pull me down, you tell me, say, hey, but Rita or Felleh, this thing when you do me so I not like it wrong. Oh, I go tell you, say, hey, but Mrs. I not be no, I not be conscious safe. But I beg pardon, do a lot squash am. Then party we go call my binti, tell her, look what you do me safe. We gonna stadium yesterday. Now they left me there. Now so it take taxi go. Not to party for you. Not a party for you. Any party where they talk bear you back to other person. Not a party for you. Any party where see small thing come and they pull you secrets. Now so it be they go this year and that. Now so it be they go all man get past. Everyone has a past life. If we not get past, trust me, we not go then at this future today. Would they tell stories? I have a past. How I live my past life, it not get nothing to do with you. How you live your past life, we're talking about the present today. So most of these friends, Samuel or Joe, are you there? They're going around.
Yeah, along with you.
She has done that because when she was young, she used to do these kind of things. She used to run around. She used to do that. It is none of your business. Nobody sent you to go and explain. We've seen so many marriages, so many relationships have been broken by friends. Now, your friend will take you out on an innocent, innocent, like say, okay, I want you to meet with my new guy. This guy wants to marry me. Let's go out and eat somewhere. You're taking your best friend. While you're in that table, we are seeing skits now. We are seeing so many things that is going on. Your friend will be like, now they want to marry that. She has done 50 abortions though. And it's not even true. Hey, now that person they want to marry. No, I am. No, don't give him that job. He's a bad person. So for most of the people that have worked with me, that have dealt with me, like they'll tell you I'm very stubborn. If you tell me about someone, I'll be like, okay, but I like to see things on my own. And I've been burnt out so many times. Like people will do me wrong so many times, you know. So I go back to my drawing board and see what this person was saying. It was actually true about this person. But I'm that person that I want to give everybody that opportunity for you to deliver and for you to prove yourself, you know. So for me, my biggest thing is for people that every little given opportunity they come on social media. Social media platforms is for so many things, you know. It's good, you know, but let's use it wisely. Let's be mindful what we say about our friends. If you're a church member, it doesn't mean you have to be my friends. No, neikaba, you know. If you are, we are going to, we are working together, it doesn't mean that we have to be friends. So we need to highlight those things. So people need to understand that we are social buddies. It doesn't mean we have to be friends. No, we don't have to be friends. So that's where I feel like Africans, I normally say Africans, because we read things wrongly. We believe that everyone has to be my friend, or I have to be your friend. If I go to someone's house, right, they are happy because one, they'll be like, wow, she's here, you know, because it's not something I do, period. I love my home, love my comforts, you know, I love my comfort zone. So if I say I'm coming, or I go over there, it's a big deal. So it should be that way. Your friends should yearn for you. Your friends should be happy to have you. So Joe, I will have you throw some points, and then we can go from there, Joe.
Okay. Mama, when you were just, thank you very much, Ma. When you were talking, I just, a lot of things were going on in my mind. And I thought of something that was some years back where what happens, some people will be asking questions right now that what happens if you are paying sacrifice for people and in return they don't pay the same sacrifices for you as friends. Because personally, before now, I've been paying sacrifices for people. I want to go the extra mile to help people, and at the end, I'll be disappointed because when I will need them, they will not be available to be of help. I was like, this thing is like this thing is like I will need to watch it. Like Mr. Samuel said, if you are doing anything to get something in return, hey, you will be disappointed. That is just a big truth. But I find out that it is my own thing for me to help people. But when helping, my advice and my counsel is when helping someone, when helping a friend, you should know that this person have the same core value with you, the same core value. Very, very important. Very, very important. The truth of the matter is, for me, I can't I can't be a friend to somebody that is not giving value to me. I can't be a friend to somebody that is not giving value. I'm not gaining anything positively from you. I cut you off. Naturally, I cut you off. That is me. So anybody I'm going alongside with must be somebody that is giving value. I must see something in you that say, Kai, I love this thing about you. Let us be friends. So,
Mm-hmm.
but like the general saying said that 20 boys cannot play for 20 years. That is
Mm-hmm.
just the truth. 20 boys, 20 friends, you cannot be in one place, you cannot be in one community for 20 years. The truth of the matter, some people have to travel, some people have to, so that is life. That is how life is generally. So my advice that if you are making a friend, when making a friend, there are bound to be misunderstanding, but let it be that the person have the same core values with you. You have the same understanding about life and how life should be handled. So that is what I have to say, ma'am.
Well, thank you, Joe. For those of you that are watching, you're watching Table Talk with Rita, Felleh, Harassment and founder of Daughters of Sierra Leone. Thank you, Joe Nathan, for that great contribution. And thank you as well, Samuel. And for those of my other amazing guests that are not here today, I just want to thank them as well. So we've talked about one thing you just said about friendship, when we have friends, I've been disappointed so many times. Yeah, like that's where we come. Samuel talk about expectation. I used to expect so much because I'm this person. Like if they said wedding, I'm there for you. I'm sweeping, I'm cleaning, name it all, you know. And whenever it comes to like you doing something, or this person giving you flimsy excuses, someone is saying that, oh, this one happened. So it takes for those of you that are watching, it takes a lot of time for you to be adjust and know that, you know what, I'm going to take my mind off of it. If I'm going to do good, I'm just going to do it. Or if this my friend is this way, I'm just going to love her for who she is or who he is. Okay, so those are things that we need to work on an individual base. Because for me, it took me a while, because I used to be so angry. I used to be like, oh, I did this for this person, and when it comes to my turn, and it's a normal thing to feel. That's how it should be. If I'm there for you, you're supposed to be there for you. So, but that's not what a real friend should be, right? Because so many times, like my friend will have something, like one of my friend Gifty, when she did her birthday, I was not here. I travel, and we talked on the phone. I was like, mommy, I'm not here, right? She understands that I have to take care of business, right? But if someone else, oh, but when it was this, so I was there for you, and I did this, I did the other one, I did that. So a friend should not be about you reminding me what you've done for me, or how good of a friend you've been to me, or how loving of a friend that you've this, you've that. It should not be the reminding game. It should not be you have to tell me all those things. So for those of you that are watching, you're watching from PROIB blog, and you're watching from Bantu blog as well, and you're watching from Daughters of Sierra Leone, and you're watching from my personal page, Rita Felleh Arah. So for those of you that have been watching, we have our YouTube page. You can visit Table Talk with Rita Felleh Arah. And for my personal page, you can go and follow me as well, Rita Felleh Arah. That's my Facebook page. So I will have Samuel to throw more light, and then before we draw the curtain for today. Samuel?
Yeah, thank you so much. Sometimes life is full of surprises. You cannot run away from surprises. Sometimes we can manage, some there is nothing you can do about it. But I put something down that I want to share that we need to understand. Now you can meet your friend anywhere, and it doesn't matter the time. You know, sometimes people believe that it must take like a certain number of years before you can say this person is my friend. Mr. Joe was laying emphasis on value. Value is very important. I can meet with you today, probably in a meeting of friends, and you came along probably with one of my friends, and I see the way you talk. I can sense your value. I can perceive your value. The way you are talking, it's courtesy. You respect people. I can be attracted to you for that kind of value, courtesy, or your philosophy. And from there, we can exchange contact and we start communicating. It doesn't mean we are now friends, but over time, you've shown the consistency to earn my trust. I can now say, okay, now you're not just a random guy anymore, you're not my friend. And let me quickly emphasize this as well before I stop. What we call friendship is so amazing and so funny sometimes that someone may be your friend today and tomorrow you lose the drive, the energy to continue being friends with that person. And it is not because of anything like dispute. And that is why, as individuals, we must ensure that we are growing. Make it a personal decision that every day I must get better than who I am or who I was yesterday. And when I mean growth, it does not necessarily mean money all the time. It has to do with a lot of things because if two friends are together, they are this level together. If this one is moving like this and the other remains where he has always been, over time, if this guy did not feel the inferiority complex, if care is not taken, you'll be feeling that this guy is proud, that he has changed. And the real sense, not like this guy has changed, but this guy has refused to grow. So we can be at this level and be friends because of our values, because of our experiences, because of our philosophy, what we believe in. But if this guy is growing and this guy is not growing, you all believe it means that the values will change, the philosophy, the exposure, the way they reason will change. This guy may not be enjoying the conversations, the relationship with this guy like he has always been doing when they were at this level. Of course, he may not grow at the same pace. But my brother used to tell me something. If you cannot be the sun, be the moon. Cannot be the moon, be the star. You cannot be the star, be the best in whatever you are doing. If you cannot fly, run. If you cannot run, walk. If you cannot walk, crawl. If you cannot crawl, drag yourself and move. Just ensure that you are not in the same position that you are always doing. It's very critical when it comes to friendship because sometimes you were at a particular level sometimes ago. If you don't grow and your friend consistently grow, it may become difficult to maintain that friendship. So let's keep growing. Let's commit to personal development. That's all I have to say. Thank you for that opportunity. I appreciate everyone. Hello.
Hello. Hi, Samuel. Thank you. Great contribution. Joe. Joe, are you there? Joe? So for those of you that are watching, okay, go ahead, Joe. Go ahead. What's your own take?
Okay. Okay. My last word is
Okay, we're having trouble with Joe. For those of you that are watching, just joining
you
us,
just
this
have
is
to come in plain. You
okay. We're having a hard time with Joe. Internet issues. For those of you that are watching, this is Table Talk with Rita, Felleh, Arah, founders of Daughters of Sierra Leone. For those of you that are not following me on my personal page, it's Rita, Felleh. We have a lot, tons of video on YouTube. Please share with family. We have so many on genotype. We have on mental health. We have so many great videos that you can watch on business. We have so many. So go and visit our YouTube page. It's Table Talk with Rita, Felleh, Arah. So, Samuel, we've been here and we've talked, So it's all boiled down to, do we want to listen? What we have said, our own personal experiences we've shared. We can share, we can stay here for 50 hours, we can still talk and talk and talk and talk. It's all about, do we want to practice this? Do we want to listen? So what is the way forward? So now it's time almost far gone. So I will leave it for each and every one of us to give our final say, and then we can call the program a day. So we'll see you again next week. So Joe, can you hear me? Joe? Joe?
I guess it's the network. All right, it's like network is.
Yeah, the network is really bad on his end. Okay, Samuel, I would love for you to give your final words and for you to tell our viewers where they can follow you as well on your media angles. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you so much, our viewers, the lovers of Table Talk with Rita Felleh Arah. It's another amazing day today, and we've learned a lot. Personally, I've learned a lot, and I will say that the beauty of all of these life experiences is to ensure that we put them into practice. So I will go with this that anyone you call your friend, please treat them as one. If you say someone is your friend, be intentional about it. Treat that person the way a friend should be treated. And I'm Samuel Omotosho. My LinkedIn is Samuel Omotosho. On my Instagram, Sam underscore Omotosho. And my Facebook it is Samuel Omotosho. My YouTube channel, uh, Skill and Value of, I have a lot of amazing videos for you, business and entrepreneurs in the building. So thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Felleh Arah, my CEO. Thank you so much for the opportunity to do today to be part of the show. I really appreciate. Thank you. Thank you everyone working from the back end to ensure that this is a success. Alex, I respect. I give you thumb up. Thank you. Goodbye, everyone.
Okay, well, we're having a hard Joe, are you there? No. Okay, so I just want to use this time to thank you guys for watching Table Talk faithfully every Sunday and being here with
No,
me.
ma. I'm
Can you
here.
hear me? Okay, you can say your final words, Joe.
I can hear
And
you,
you,
ma.
yeah, go ahead and say your final message and
Okay.
your. Go ahead.
All right. Thank you very much, Ma. I really appreciate. Thank you for this time, and it's an interesting topic. Please, like evening, please let us put it to work. Friendship are they are very costly. Friendship is costly to keep. So everyone that comes around us that have the same core value with us, please let us value and let us work together as friends so that we can have a glorious future ahead. Because there is always a reason why somebody, a friend, will come to you. There is always a reason, there is always a purpose for everybody that comes your way in life, for every friend that comes your way in life. So let us value people and let us work with people the way they are. So with that, I want to say my name is Joseph Ogarandoku. I'm from Nigeria, and my social media handles is I'm into music still. I'm a music minister, and my social media handles are Minister Joseph on Facebook. Come check me out on Facebook, Minister Joseph. Why on my Instagram, same Minister Joseph, and on TikTok, you can check me Minister Joe on TikTok. Thank you very much, Mama, for the privilege. Thank you, Table Talk. I really appreciate. Thank you, Ma.
Thank you, Joe, and I'm happy to have you. You guys follow him. He has a great song, but we're gonna come back on that. Amazing Grace, how sweet that sound. So we're gonna come back another day and talk about his music, and he's a minister like he just mentioned. So for those of you that are watching, please go and follow him on Facebook and follow me as well. And follow Samuel Skills and Values on YouTube and Samuel Omotosho on Facebook for my amazing guests that were supposed to be here today. For the timing, I was explaining that the timing has been changed backwards. So that's why I was not able to have them here today. Abdullah and Magnata that was supposed to join us today from Freetown. So I just want to use this opportunity. If you're celebrating birthdays today, my brother Bulldozer have been a very supportive brother to me and DOSL as a whole. I want to say a happy birthday. For those of you that are celebrating your birthday today that I don't know, I want to celebrate with you any anniversary. At this time, I'm about to draw the curtain. I want to thank Bontu Blog for always giving me this platform for me to be able to use PROIB Blog. I want to thank you. And for my designer, the person that always make sure I have good flyer, Simbi Omotusho, I want to thank her. She worked tirelessly with all the changes. And for my family, the DOSL family, I want to thank them for Amadou, always picking my calls on the back end from Sierra Leone, always making sure we have a great program. I want to thank him. And Alex Teo, thank him as well for always making sure we were able to do this program. On Thursday, I lost my uncle. It's been a big loss to the Silla family, to the Cisse family in Los Angeles and in Freetown as a whole. I don't like to talk about death. I don't deal with losing people. So tomorrow he'll be put to rest, Mr. Tijan. He's been a great father, a great uncle to me and the boys, and it's a big loss. But we thank God for the life lived and for the impact that He has made in life. So I just want to thank each and every one of you. For my viewers, I want to thank you guys for always tuning in to make sure you watch with the database and everything. It's crazy. I honestly understand. So I want to appreciate you guys. Without you guys, I will not be here. So I want to thank you guys till we'll meet again. So if you're not following me on Facebook, go and follow me on my personal page, Rita Felleh, and go on my YouTube, Table Talk with Rita Felleh, and in my personal page, Rita Felleh, follow Daughters of Sierra Leone as well. So I want to thank you till we meet again. This is Table Talk with Rita Felleh. Let's talk and have a blessed Sunday. Bye. Samuel.